this session, we are going to discuss word problem related to age. So let's read the question first. The sum of the reciprocals of Ria's age in years 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1/3. Find her present age. You must be thinking that this kind of concepts are also present in the pair of linear equation chapter. So how to differentiate? Understand, in pair of linear equation chapter, we always find two unknown quantities. But here, there is only one unknown quantity, which is find her present age. That's it. There are no another character given. One more thing you can remember, reciprocals. Reciprocal means what? We are taking ulta. Numerator will be going down and denominator will coming up. That's a reciprocal. This kind of words will not be there in the chapter of pair of linear equations. So these are kinds of hints that will help you to differentiate between two chapters. Let's start. So we have subject as Ria and her age is given. Age is not given actually, we need to find it. Her age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1/3. So there are two conditions. Present age we need to find. Past age we have given one relation and one relation for future. So if we take two ages of past and future and if we combine, there will be one relation. So let's do it. First of all, let's assume her age as X years. So let's say Ria's present age is equal to what? X years. Why have I assumed as X years? Because that we want to find, present age we want to find. I don't want to find the age 3 years ago or 5 years after. I want to find the present age. For that, let's draw the first of all timeline. So here we are, which is present. This is 5 years after and this is 3 years ago. So there will be three ages. First of all, present age we know, X years. Then 3 years ago, if your age is now 15 years, 3 years ago you were 12 years old. How do we get the answer? 15 minus 3. So if present age is X and if you want to get the past age, how far you need to go in past, which is 3 years. So that will give you X minus 3. Simple. If your age is 15 years now and you want to talk 5 years after, what is your age after 5 years? So what will you do? You will do 15 plus 5. Simple. Here also I will do X plus 5. So X plus 5. Then very simple. Now what we need to do over here, that we need to the sum of the reciprocal. Now I will be taking reciprocal of her age. What is the reciprocal of 1 X minus 3? That is 1 over X minus 3. Then what is the reciprocal of her age here? Which is 1 over X plus 5. So two reciprocals are there. Simple. Now and it is given sum. So I am going to add. So let's add 1 over X minus 3 plus 1 over X plus 5. And if you take sum, what you shall get? It is 1 over 3. So 1 over 3. Now we need to solve this equation to get the value of X. Let's start. We have dealt with this kind of quadratic equations in previous session. We are going to use that method here. So first I multiply 1 with X plus 5. So that is simple X plus 5. Then plus this term I will be multiplying with 1. So X minus 3. And denominator, what I will be doing? I will be multiplying them. X minus 3 and X plus 5. RHS as it is. So let's do simplification. This X and X, that will give you 2X, 5 and minus 3 plus 5 and minus 3. Yes, that will give you plus 2. Simple. Now X I will be multiplying with x, that will give you x square. Then x I will be multiplying with 5, so that will give you 5x. Then 3 I will be multiplying with x, that will give you minus 3x. And this 3 I will be multiplying with plus 5, that will give you minus 15. And what about the RHS as it is so far? So let's simplify the denominator. Here 2x plus 2 and denominator, see there are like terms. So x squared plus 5 minus 3, that will give you plus 2x, and here minus 15 is equal to 1 over 3. Done. Now what shall we do next? Cross multiplication. What will I do over here? This 3 multiply with all this term, and this all terms will be multiplied with 1 in numerator. So here I will be writing as 3 into 2x plus 2, and anything multiplied with 1 going to remain as it is. So x squared plus 2x minus 15. So let's multiply 3 with the first term, then 3 with the second term. 3 2s are 6x and 3 2s are 6 is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 15. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift all these terms over here, both of them on RHS side, so I can simplify in proper way. So that will be 0 is equal to x squared as it is, plus 2x as it is, minus 15 as it is. But this 6x will become minus 6x. This plus 6 will become minus 6. Let's simplify. So 0 is equal to x squared plus 2x and minus 6x, that will give you minus 4x. Then minus 15 and minus 6, that will give you minus 21. So this is my equation. Let me write all these terms over left hand side, and left hand side will come on RHS. No signs will be changed, remember, because I am shifting every term on the another side, and that part will come here. So that will be x squared minus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0. Now I need to solve this quadratic equation to get the present age of Ria. How shall we do? There are 3 ways to do it: factorization, or quadratic formula, or completing square. So let's try with the factorization. Start with the constant number. Constant number is 21. Now factors of 21. Let's write factors of 21, which is 1 into 21 and 3 into 7. There are only 2. If you write 21 into 1, 7 into 3, I told you so many times, it is only repetition. So don't write it. Now what is the sign of the constant? It is minus. So you are going to subtract the factors. 21 minus 1, that will give you 20. 7 minus 3, that will give you 4. See, middle term is also 4, and our subtraction answer is also 4. So what is my choice of factors? Which is 3 multiplied by 7. Now observe one thing, product should be minus 21 and sum should be minus 4. So bigger number will have minus sign. So let me write minus 7 into 3, that will give you minus 21, and 3 plus minus 7 will give you minus 4. So what are my factors? My factors are 3 and minus 7. So let's write it. I will be writing first term as it is, but without power. So x squared will become only x. Then what is my first factor? 3. No sign means what? Plus. Then x as it is. Then what is the second factor? Minus 7 is equal to 0. Now there are 2 choices we have it. Either first factor will be 0 or second factor will be 0. Let's take them 0 one by one. Let's start with this. X plus 3 is equal to 0. And let's shift 3 over this side. So x is equal to minus 3. That is my first solution. Let's get the second one, which is x minus 7. So x minus 7 is equal to 0. Let's shift over here. So x is equal to 7. This is my second solution. Now comes very important part, actually very logical part. There are two values of x, which is -3 or 7. And what does x denote here? Which is present age of Riya. Now there are two ages of Priya. She is -3 years old or she is 7 years old, and we know very well that age cannot be in negative. So we are going to discard this solution. We cannot take her age in terms of negative numbers. So we have only one choice left, which is x is equal to 7. So I can say that her present age is 7 years. Our final answer is her present age is 7 years. Let's recall the steps. First of all, see what conditions are given. Draw timeline for this kind of questions. It is easy. Past situation, future situation and present situation. Past situation subtract, future situation add. Then it is given that it is reciprocal. So I have taken reciprocal, take sum of it, which is 1/3. Simplified, take the factors and get the answer. After getting the answer, remember there are two choices. If it is not possible, discard the solution, and whichever is suitable, take that as the final solution. So this is how we solve problems related to age.